I'm Evan, and this is the Unheard, a homeless story.
Sweet Lord, only know, but I ain't got no more love to give. Your love been like a rolling stone. Forever ain't a long time at all. Forever ain't a long time. But there ain't no remedy, baby. This feeling ain't gonna be leaving me, no.
Horrible cons, the people that are what's wrong with society.
I think they ought to be all run off. I don't think they should be allowed to stand out on the street.
People say you have to hit rock bottom before you move back up, and some people's bottom is a lot further down than others.
I make big money. Just women, they look at me and smile, but I drink about 3/5 a day. My name's Clyde from South Carolina. So I'm a veteran, Army veteran.
One of the main things I really noticed about Clyde was that he could not keep his story on track anytime we'd ever ask him a question.
Yeah.
The majority of the questions that we asked him really didn't go to the answer that we were looking for. He more just kind of rambled off towards whatever was in his head at the moment.
I mean, he's an Army vet, or he claims he's an Army vet. He showed us that he has a trade, you know, and that he could work. And he brought up the manic depressive thing. So he's obviously got, like, he's got skills and he could have a job, but there's something obviously blocking him off. And
he also openly admitted that he can't stop drinking.
Yeah.
He said that if he could stop drinking, that he might be able to hold down a job.
But anyone could stop drinking if they really tried. Anyone could stop drinking.
Are you married?
Oh, I'm about to be. Yeah.
Is your fiance big? Can she run?
Let's try to get to this.
Okay, let's get to that.
Yeah, I'm not trying to interrupt you.
Is this a paid interview?
No, unfortunately it's not. It's just here at this
I'm a homeless vet. There's my bag right there.
So we don't have, like, business.
And that's my house. It's an Army military sleeping bag.
I'll show you
laying on it.
Trying to get actual. Like,
Is it cool to take a drink right now? I mean, I won't get arrested.
No, we're not cops.
So anyway, I went to I'm from South Carolina, but I went to North Carolina AB Tech for machinist, computer integrated machinist. They gave me $3,700, and I thought I could have one drink. No, I went like 3 drinks. I'm talking about fifths. And I blew $3,700 in like 3 weeks.
I couldn't find work in my field either. That's the way of it. Thanks. Thank you.
This is Mountain Dew.
Yes, you got your lazy ones. You got the rebellious that don't want to abide by rules. Outside these walls, they sleep under the bridge here. They sleep under the bridge right here, you know. The reason being is because they don't want to abide by the rules here in another shelter. The public gives up too soon on the homeless people. The people who are out here holding signs and all of that, they hurt the homeless movement because they take that money they get and go buy alcohol and drugs when there's actually somebody coming down the road that is homeless, that does need a place to stay and does need a handout or a hand up, you know, and that guy over there, the freeloader, is hurting the actual homeless man.
And we were eating dinner, and this guy approached us and was like, "Can you spare $5? You know, my car and all this." So I gave him $5, and he came back 10 minutes later and was like, "Oh, can I have $10 more? Can I have $5 more? You know, I got to get my car out of the impound lot and blah, blah, blah," and was real rude and kind of got in our faces. It was bad. He was very mean. He cussed me out. How do you separate the good from the bad? How do you separate the ones that are actually trying out there? It's hard. It's sad.
She said, "Can you stay sober for 72 hours? I said, "I'll try." I walk down the streets, and I ain't lying. Women, men, they give me money. Hey, they give me money. I mean, I say I'm a stranded vet. Usually I make $400 or $500 a day. I'm being honest, but I blow it in the bars. And I used to do cocaine. I quit my cocaine. I ain't did cocaine in over 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. And I came back here because my favorite song is Leonard Skinner, Curtis Lowe. And this guy's got a guitar. And I went to a bar, biker bar in Jersey City. Well, I used to wake the morning before the rooster crowed, searching for soda bottles, get myself some dough. Hey, no, you got questions to ask. I know that.
Oh, no, that's totally fine.
No, y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead.
You're good.
Okay. I am a homeless guy, but hey.
And we just want to get basically a few serious questions.
But hey, I'm not scared of a car because I already got hit by a car. Alright, well, I'm homeless. I've been homeless for God, I guess since I know I look 30, but I'm 51. But I've been homeless, God, off and on since I was like 14.
Well, that was my first question. How long have you lived this way?
I used to do crystal meth, acid. I'd do like 3 or 4 women a night if I had the money, but no, I didn't have to pay. Hey, I'm joking, but hey, I'm joking. They pay me. Hey, but hey.
As a child, what did you aspire to be?
I tell you that it's Army pay for these. You what now?
As a child, what dreams did you have? Like, what profession did you want to pursue when you were growing up?
Profession. I want to be the president of the world, but no, by trade I'm AB Tech. I'm a machinist, but I just can't stop drinking. Well, I can. My wife, I think that's why I kind of started drinking. Oh, she'll talk to me right now if her daddy's not home. I'm from South Carolina, Barnwell County.
Clyde's almost the epitome of what the majority of people think of a homeless person. Standing around on the side on the street asking men and women for money, asking people for this and that, and apparently they give it to him and he's doing fine, but you can tell Clyde's got some issues that he needs to deal with.
Well, either he couldn't keep a complete thought, or it was just that fried. Either way, it's like,
yeah, I mean, I could tell that he had been drinking a little bit, but I don't know if I think the drinking just actually let him say what he was really feeling, but you could tell he would back off. Like whenever he would feel that he was letting us into something, he would back out of it and cut to something else.
I left her. She didn't leave me. She didn't smoke, didn't drink. She's got hair down to here. But, all right, I'm sorry. What's the next question?
No, that was good. Go.
And I think I'm drinking over depression. The VA said I've got a manic depression. I got to wash my bag. But because people will steal shit around here.
They won't let anybody take your stuff.
There's security guards right there.
So anyway. Whoa! Hey, I know how to run slow. I know, I'm joking. Go ahead.
Do you blame anybody for the situation that you're in right now?
Not really, but my dad, when I was like a baby, he took me like a sack of potatoes, threw me down. My mom left him. He shot himself, 2 women. My mom died last July, talking on the text phone. I know she's in a better place, because she's a Christian. She's talking on, I don't know that, but I think she was. My stepdad, Johnny Ray, still in Hilda, South Carolina, is still there. I mean, if he'll answer the phone, he hates talking on the phone. When she died, her body was cut in half. That was my only contact. Being honest. So then I left there and went to the vet center, and I was staying there, and then everybody was arguing, blacks against whites, so I just left. I sleep by the river right now. I got my Army sleeping bag. I sleep by the river.
Do you have any children with your ex-wife? Did you have any children?
No child support.
I mean, did you have any kids with her? Like, do you have any children?
I ain't going there.
Not doing that?
No, we didn't have no kids. No.
Have you?
No, but they, I don't know if I did or not. I don't know if I did or not.
For a long time, I blamed everything. I blamed society. I blamed the fact there was no help there to reach to. I mean, the fact that when I was a kid, I was homeless, you know? I mean, that's just ridiculous.
Are you currently married?
Divorced, actually.
Divorced?
Yeah.
Do you still have a relationship with your ex-wife or your children?
Not the relationship I want. That's what I'm working on while I'm here. That's one of the things I'm working on rebuilding, is a relationship with my wife and kids.
How old are your kids?
My son's 6, just turned 6, and my daughter will be 4 in May.
And more with your children. Do your children live in West Virginia or are they in California?
They're actually in Idaho. We were living in Arizona at the time when we separated. At that time, with all the stuff that was going on, like I said, I lost my job. The marriage started getting shaky and everything, and I turned to drugs and alcohol. I'd done that, and it cost me my marriage. So, I mean, that was my decision I made, and that's one of the relationships I need to work on rebuilding.
How often do you get to speak with your children?
I haven't spoken with them in a while, actually. The last time I spoke with my son, well, I tried it March 22nd.
So. Do they understand that you're living homeless?
No. Of course, that's one thing I don't tell them.
Okay.
I mean, that's, something we always try and protect people from.
I love what I'm doing because number one, I know the Lord called me to this type of ministry, and number two, every person that comes through that door helps me not to forget where I come from.
What's the first thing you would do if you had to live on the streets or became homeless?
If I became homeless, I would go to a shelter. First, I'd go to a relative, and if for some reason that didn't work out, I would then go to a shelter. Those people who just fallen upon hard times for various reasons, they want to help themselves. And I think, by having programs available to assist them, most of them get back on their feet, they get a place, they, go on and do more productive things with their lives.
It's good to know that at least they have somewhere to go if they're willing to follow the stipulations of the organization and follow the rules that they need to in order to have these things. But if the way I see it, if you really want to better yourself and you want to have these things available to you, then you're going to need to follow those rules regardless of where you're at. They actually offered the guys, like a closet with donated clothes to use. I mean, the shoes and everything that were in there and the clothes that they had to wear seemed to be pretty nice. So I guess it would make it a little easier to get a job if you were wearing clean clothes and presentable clothes.
How long have you lived this way?
I've been in this situation off and on, I'd say for about going on 5.5 years.
What, as a child, what did you aspire to be? What profession?
I wanted to be president, believe it or not. Which seemed a little far-fetched. Growing up in Washington D.C. in the late '60s, early '70s, it was really unconceivable. But we figured it's like anything. you need $50,000, you ask for 70. So I know I might not necessarily made it to the White House, but I could get close.
Is there anybody that you blame for the situation that you're in? Anybody that you replace the blame?
In the past, yeah. I blame the situations, the way I was raised, the way I grew up. But that's no longer my mindset. I blame myself. That's just a part of the human condition. They say, you make your bed, you have to lay in it. It's about the life choices that we make as individuals.
Have you ever been in love or married?
Yes. Both, actually. Yeah, I was deeply in love. I guess that relationship really didn't work out because I allowed other people to give their own opinions on who I should or should not fall in love with. And it calls conflict, it calls friction in that relationship. And being a preacher's son, always look to them for guidance and their wisdom. And I took it at face value. As opposed to following my heart and really going after and pursuing that relationship, which I felt God had sent her into my life, I allowed them to, I'm not going to say poison, but to sway my, me continuing to pursue that relationship. It hurts. If there were a way possible that I could find her, or if she could find me, if it's God's will for us to be together, I believe that, then so be it. But yeah, it hurts. I was married, but it was a marriage of convenience. It was economics. There was no love there. We barely knew each other. They were in a situation, they were from another country. Need I say more? It was an immigration issue. However, I do have a daughter as a result of the marriage.
What's your relationship with your daughter?
Right now it's very, we have a very strained relationship. I wasn't always in her life. We don't get along. One thing that she said once, I'm dead to her. And I can somewhat understand that. I wasn't there for her. I also have a grandson. And I'm trying to redeem myself by being there for my grandson. Where I dropped the ball with my daughter. Bottom line, I wasn't there for her. I wasn't a great dad. I'm her father, but I wasn't a dad. And I regret that. That grieves my spirit. It really does. And I'm just hoping that by the grace of God that we can reconcile that. And I'm believing that one day that will happen.
And we forget that we could be in those shoes too. That, some people are one paycheck away or one wrong decision away from being homeless.
I've seen men come in here who are hopeless, who leave the program with hope, with a possibility of going out and being able to get a job, to get back on their feet, to have an apartment, to be able to get a job, to be able to work. And that's the great thing about this and I'm so thankful there are places for homeless people to come to, that they can come through a program and get back on their feet and get back out in society.
When you were a child, what did you aspire to be? What kind of dreams did you have? Was there a profession that you were?
Well, I was a basketball player. Kind of got injured, so that dream kind of went out the window.
Is there anybody that you blame for the situation that you're in?
Not really. You can't really put a blame on anyone. it's ups and downs, and goods and bads. You know what I'm saying? I was never into the drug thing or anything like that. It's just, when I moved here from New York, and just got to start off small before you can get big. Looking for jobs and things like that.
Have you ever been in love? Were you ever married?
Yes, I'm married now. I'm married to a wonderful woman, Annette Tyson. She lives with her mother, so she won't have to subject it there. I'm so I see her every day. She goes to work. I walk her to the bus stop, catch the bus with her. At the transit, then I go by looking for jobs when she goes to work.
Is your relationship with your parents a good one?
Great, lovely. It's lovely. I love my parents. I'm the baby of the family. And, they don't know that I'm up here homeless. I don't kind of leave that part out. But when I do talk to them, I call them every other day. Let them know I'm doing fine.
Do you have any children with your wife?
No, not with my wife. I had children by prior relationship.
Do you still have any kind of contact with them?
Oh, my children, yes. Oh, yes. I call them every other day to see how the grandbabies are doing. Send them stuff, like West Virginia stuff. They like that kind of stuff with them down here. They like the Mountaineers now. At least my son. I got one son and five girls. And they like West Virginia too. They have never been up here because I'm not stable yet. And when I get stable in the apartment, then they will come up and stay, and visit and go back home.
You deal with that walking the crossroads that made you want to stop what you do, made you want to move on to something else?
Well, there was a couple times when, I had a man pull a knife on me and threaten me, and, and I just, I stood there and I just basically froze, I said, this man's going to stab me, and, what can I do? A homeless man has nothing. He don't have no physical things. He has no hope. He has no future per se.
So where are we going? We are headed down to the shelter, or the bridge that the director of the shelter told us that the majority of rapes and murders that are in the city happen. So it's a place that we shouldn't really be going, but if we want to know what they have to say, we really don't have much choice. Ready for this?
Yeah, but honestly, I don't even want to think about it right now.
We need to just be sure of what's going on at all times, what's happening around us. We'll go, we'll just see, even if there's a lot of them, we just won't even go up to it. If there's less of them, what really could they do? We'll be alright. We'll be alright. Well, I mean excuse me, sir.
Bottom line is, the homeless people, you do what you gotta do to make a living. I'm not no thief, so I don't steal. But I make a living. I go out there, I panhandle. And I mean that's how I make my living, man. That's how I make my living. Now I got a what do you call it? A food card. That's how I eat.
You got food stamps?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
a lot of people without a home address can't get food stamps.
Well, see, I had a place in the beginning, and I've been lost, and it's just a miracle for the last 2 months that they've been putting my money back on there. I mean, it's just a miracle. I mean, that's God fed. That's God fed. But yeah.
Can I ask you some of these questions?
Come on.
All right. First one is, how long have you lived this way?
Ever since I've been out of prison.
Do you have any
September of last month. I don't even know what the day is, man. I think it's what, Tuesday?
Yeah, it is Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
Do you think it's a product because you're in prison, like you can't find a job, or can't? Do you think it's like the downward spiral of society?
The product is I can't get no help. I can't get the help. When I do get the help, I get fucked up, man. They fuck me up, man, because of this. Because what else you got?
What dreams did you have as a child? Like, what did you aspire to be? What job or profession?
Profession? Carpenter. Because that's what I like. I like smelling wood. I like cutting wood. I like smelling that shit.
Where are you from?
Texas.
Yeah.
I mean, ain't nothing like I'm trying to hide, though.
No, I understand. I just got to point the mic towards you.
Do you have the lens cap?
Yeah.
Just throw the cap in.
So you're from you were from Texas?
Yeah, Houston. Man, I'm straight up about it, man. Just like the bitch gave me this here the other night, the truth, because we talk the truth. I mean, this is what, Friday night. Man, we had a good time up there Friday night.
Where?
Right up here at the pavilion. They had a concert, but there were people that was from there, and we sit there and we talk. I talked to her old man, I talked to her, and we just sit here and talk. Man, it was good. It was a good night. I had a good night that night. I can't have a good night every night, because fucking shit gets deep, man. You can't sit out here every night and think it's gonna be a good night, because it ain't a good night. And that's straight up business.
Do you blame anybody for?
No, I don't blame nobody. I don't blame nobody. Hell, this is my own fucking fault, man. I just ain't got started yet. If I get the fuck if I get the fuck started, I'll be all right. I'm gonna tell you the truth. 2005, I went to prison for cutting a man up because he killed my dogs. I done warned him a bunch of times. Done had the law out there and every fucking thing. Well, he killed my fucking bitch dog. I used to raise huskies. He killed my bitch dog. And I got mad. And I cut his ass up. I mean, he had a fucking he had a hunting knife, man. I mean, I went over there and said, what the fuck you doing, man? He had a hunting knife, and he told me, if I don't get out of his fucking yard, I'll be the next motherfucker. I told him, sit there and wait. You just sit there and wait. I'll be right back. And I went right back. Went up there and got my little fucking goddamn pocket knife, what I use for fucking job, man. A little 3-inch pocket knife. That so much cost me 5.5 years of my fucking life for killing my goddamn dog. And I done did everything in the world to make sure that we didn't have no problem. But he just hated my dogs. He called them wolves. Man, that's Siberian Huskies, man. So anyway. Man.
Have you ever been in love or ever married or both?
I've been in and out of all that shit, man.
Do you have anybody specific?
Yeah, I got somebody specific. No, this is after I went to prison, man. I mean, this is after. Everybody before that, I don't give a fuck because they threw me away. Everything I had, man, I had a goddamn house. I had every fucking thing. Everything tore slap fucking up. So I called my older brothers. And I'm an alcoholic. Don't get me wrong, man. I'm an alcoholic. But they were worse than me. And we got in an argument because I was telling them, man, and I said, man, you got to quit. You got to quit. And we got in an argument about it, and I walked off, and I got arrested for a public intoxication. 28 days later, I come out. They were already gone. They done left. So here I am stranded up in fucking Beckley. Now I'm stranded. That's how I'm doing right here. I'm stranded. I'm a stranded motherfucker. Do I want to be here? Fuck no. I mean this ain't my choice. This is not my choice. But yeah, this is why I live it. And you know, every day, yeah, I drink every day. Am I alcoholic? Yeah, I guess I am now. I guess I am. Because goddamn, this is what the fucking streets put me into.
Go stand at the unemployment office. Go to the Salvation Army. Get you some clothes. But don't stand outside. We all work for our money.
I think it's a lot of people that don't know how to take care of themselves and don't know how to be strong and go out there and work.
I used to make good money. Good money. Did I live in the streets? Hell no. Did I live in a goddamn house? Hell yeah. I was a carpenter. I'm a carpenter. I make money.
You have a skill set that you could use, really.
Yeah. Because I love, man, I'm in pipe fitter, fucking welder, man, plumber, carpenter. Don't think I ain't got no trade, man. I got trade, but I can't get on my feet. Ever since I come out of the fucking penitentiary, I've been getting fucked. I mean, I just straight up fucking talk. I just been getting fucked. I ain't got no. Look where I'm at. Look where I'm at. The goddamn
Do you have any parents that are still living?
Nope. I ain't got nobody living.
Do you have any children? Guess that's a no.
Yeah, I got children. I wish I could fucking contact them again. But I can't, because I don't know how. Because when my brother fucking goddamn left me in the goddamn fucking street out there, he took my cell phone, and my cell phone had all the fucking numbers and everything, man. I mean, I was fucked up. I was fucked up.
Do your children know that you're homeless right now?
Oh man. Oh my God. I would hate to tell my fucking children where I'm at. I would really hate to tell my children where I'm at.
Do you,
If I got to contact my kids, they give me bus fare. Other than that, it hurts me, man. The streets have made me an alcoholic because it's the only way I deal with this shit. It's the only way I deal with it.
Do you believe in God still, and do you have any kind of faith or religion?
Yeah, I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian. I'm a straight up Christian. Do I live by it? Fuck no, because I'm an alcoholic. What are y'all doing down here, man?
Just trying to get your story.
My story ain't good, is it? Nah, you ain't gonna change nothing, man. Man, you like Melissa. Man, I took her on in my wing, man. We got everything going. Y'all be cool. Y'all be cool. I'm going to sleep.
All right, man. We'll let you be. We do appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
I'll tell you the truth, man. I mean that's just what it is, man. I'm not an alcoholic, but guess what? The streets make me an alcoholic.
This is a hard situation, you know, and it's not something that's easy to deal with. That's understandable.
No.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing to deal with.
You know, in the Bible, God took everything away from Job and then gave it all back to him.
Ain't that true? Ain't that the truth?
Absolutely.
Now I know.
So keep your faith in whatever
I keep my
it is.
faith, man. I know I'm gonna be blessed one day. I don't know what the fuck I do.
If you were given a gigantic sum of money right now, what's the first thing that you would purchase with it?
First thing I'd purchase with it, that's hard to say. I mean, of course I'd want to go ahead and get a house and everything established, but the main thing is I put some away for my kids for the future. I mean, because I know when it comes down to it, and if you lose that job or if you can't make that mortgage payment, you're in a bad spot. So,
if you were given a large sum of money right now, what's the first thing that you would purchase with it?
Purchase? I don't know if I would actually purchase anything, but I would like to do some good with it. I would like to set up some type of fund for my grandson.
That I purchase?
Yeah, what's the first thing that you purchase?
Well, I would, if I had a large sum of money, I think I like to give my wife roses and things like that. So I think I'll buy some flowers for my wife. That's the first thing I do.
I says, well, you're not going to hang out. You're going to have to get a job and save your money and all that good stuff, you know, give him the spiel. And he went down the street here and got a job at one of the furniture places, saved his money, and he got saved here. And one phone call to his wife, and him and her got back together. He went back to Michigan, and we still get phone calls from him that he's doing well. He's the husband that he's supposed to be, and the father he's supposed to be to his kids. Society, you know, most of the time groups them all together as drug addicts, alcoholics, and lazy folk. But you got men here who actually hold 2 and 3 jobs.
Anytime you want to choose to do something differently, bam, you can start on that road. You know, you may not be where you want to be the next day, the next week, the next year, but every day you're taking a step forward to becoming the person that you want to become and doing the things with your life that you want to do. So, you know, yeah, there's always hope.
My outlook is very positive today. I mean, we have our times in which we may not always feel good about ourselves or where we are. I don't think, consciously, I don't think anyone wants to be homeless. You know? I know at least I don't. But I am grateful.
Wouldn't mind coming down here and pick out a couple people for jobs. Or, you know, you might turn on to be permanent employment. And that'd be a good thing for a lot of people that's in these shelters is looking for jobs. And then once you say you live in a shelter, they kind of shy away from that, you know, because you live there. And it's not by force, it's by choice, other than sleeping here on the ground.
A lot of us are just one check away from being where a lot of these folks are. I'm one of them. So we should be mindful. We should be mindful of other people. You know, we should be conscious of that. We just need more love and understanding, because this can happen to any of us. It can happen to any of us.